A man called Robin. A long time ago in England, there was a young man called Robin. He lived near the great city of Nottingham, and there was nothing he liked more than adventures. One day he left Nottingham and traveled the world with only his bow and arrows. He saw many amazing things, fought many battles, and always tried to be brave and kind. After many great adventures, he decided he wanted to return home once more. But when he reached the gates of Nottingham, he saw that something was terribly wrong. Everyone looked so poor and unhappy, Robin thought. Inside the city, things were even worse. People were thin and hungry, and no one was smiling. "Sir," he said to an old man, "what has happened here? Why does the king not help his people?" "The king has gone," said the old man. "No one knows where. His brother, the prince, now rules." "Then he must help," said Robin. But the old man laughed sadly. "The prince only helps himself." It was then that Robin heard shouting. A young boy was running down the street, and 4 soldiers were chasing him. The boy was holding a loaf of bread in his hands. He looked very scared. Then the boy fell, and Robin ran to help him. "Why are they chasing you, boy?" "I stole this bread," the boy said sadly. "I had no choice. My family is starving." "There he is!" A large soldier shouted, "Take him!" But Robin stood in their way. "He is just a boy. All thieves go to the stocks," the soldier said. "At dawn, the sheriff will decide his punishment." Robin's hand moved toward his bow, but the boy shook his head. "Don't, I'll go." Robin stepped aside as the soldiers laughed cruelly. "What's your name, boy?" Robin asked. "I'm Madge, the miller's son." Robin watched them. "Take the boy away. Maybe the sheriff will forgive him," he said. The old man shook his head sadly. "The sheriff is cruel. At dawn, he will probably send Madge to the dungeons forever." It was then that Robin knew he must do something. The sun was setting, but there were many hours till dawn. He pulled up his hood and began to make his plans. Later that night, poor Madge was standing in the stocks. He was cold and hungry, and he knew that soon the sheriff would decide his punishment. But then he heard a strange noise. There was a twang and a swish and an oomph, and nearby a soldier fell to the ground. An arrow had hit the soldier's helmet, knocking him out. Another soldier turned to look, but then there was another twang, another swish, and he too fell to the ground. A moment later, a hooded man ran toward Madge. Madge was scared. He opened his mouth to scream. "Don't scream, it's me," the man whispered, pulling back his hood. "The man from the street." "But who are you?" asked Madge. My name's Robin. Now we must escape without being seen." Robin freed Madge, and they ran to the city gates. "Halt!" a soldier shouted. "Who are you?" It was dark, and the soldier held up his torch to see them more clearly. "Robin," Madge said, "your hood." Robin pulled up his hood to hide his face. They ran past the guard. Then Robin turned and shot an arrow. The arrow cut a rope, and the gates to Nottingham fell shut. "But where can we go?" asked Madge. As they fled the city to the greenwood, Robin said, "I know the forest like the back of my hand. We will be safe there and merry." But as Robin and Madge escaped into the trees, the soldiers woke the cruel sheriff of Nottingham. "Well, why have you woken me?" he shouted. "An outlaw has freed a thief, my lord." "Who was he?" asked the sheriff. "We're not sure, my lord, but we heard someone shout 'Robin' and 'Hood.' Then no one rests until this Robin Hood is in my dungeon," shouted the sheriff.